Hi everyone, welcome back to my Beach Angel Tarot Shop. I'm here to do my Goddess Yemaya Womb of Creation for the month of June 2019. And when I was doing these, I've been intending to do a timing oracle with this reading, and I realized last month I didn't do it, so I want to do it before I forget. So this is Goddess Yemaya Womb of Creation for June 2019, and I'm going to be using the Beach Time Oracle deck that I created. I will put a link to it below in case you're wanting your own personal private deck. But I'm going to try to pull a timing. So if you have a timing question, you can come to these monthly readings and ask to get a timing. So we'll see what comes up for everyone. I'm just going to do it as a general, overall, timing or close to timing when, to answer your whatever question you have as a general. So it's going to be, a lot of different energies, a lot of different questions, but we're going to see how close we can come with this timing, which is, this is just a fun thing to do. We don't put a lot of pressure or energy on it, but I am in the belief that if we believe it, we can, kind of pinpoint timing. And I've had pretty good success with this deck and the success rate of pulling timing with it. So, anyway, I want to thank everyone for liking, sharing, and subscribing, for tuning into my June Goddess Yemaya reading. And we're going to be starting in the summertime in the month of June. Just a lot of exciting energies and new things coming up. So I'm very excited about entering into our summertime. So yeah, let's just dive in. Let's do this one first. Let's just pull a timing message for everyone. What timing? So if you have a question right now, you may want to kind of, focus on it as I'm shuffling for timing. And I feel it's this one, and it is January. So wow, January feels like, and the undercurrent is Gemini. So I'm getting air sign energy surrounding this message. And also January, lately when I pull, not to say that this can't happen all the way out into January. It certainly can, but January is the number one. And with Gemini on the undercurrent, and they were asking me to look there, we are now in, are we in Gemini? We are entering into Gemini in a day or two, in a couple days, 1 or 2 days. So the number one is what is coming up here for me. So 1 day, 1 week, I would say 1 week to 1 month. And in the time of Gemini is when this is going to happen versus January. Okay. But it's not to say that for some that, because this is a general reading, there may be a group in here that this is going to happen all the way out into January for you. But for the majority, and I say majority rules, this is going to happen very, very soon. Could have to do with an air sign person, because January is Aquarius, I believe, and Gemini is also an air sign, and we are entering into air sign time frame. This could be about an air sign person, and it could have to do with something that occurred for you in an air sign time frame from the past. Let's get it out there. Also, Geminis are twin energy, so take it as you will. And hopefully that has helped everyone answer their timing question. So let's get a hero's journey or oracle to open the energies for January. Oh my God, for June. I don't even want to start that, for June, and see what she has for us for our June, connecting to Goddess Yemaya and the ocean energies. This is the womb of creation, so allowing her to give us messages on what we are creating. And I feel it's this one. A splendid torch, number 52. Blaze brightly. Blaze brightly. 52. 5 and 2. We change. It could be a change in partnership. Change in connections. Let me just read a little bit. I'm not going to read it all, I don't think. Just give me a moment to tune into what. You know what I'm getting? I'm getting we were talking about timing back here, but with this card, I'm getting a July. I'm getting a Leo. I'm getting a fire sign in July vibe, which is Leo. So, not to say we're off of this timing. So this has got to do with, I feel it could be something from now until June, July time frame, right? Leo time frame. So it says. The dream symbol, because this deck has a symbol, and the symbol is fire. It says, this is the true joy in life. the being used for the purpose recognized by yourself as a mighty one. I want to be thoroughly used up when I die, for the harder I work, the more I live. I rejoice in life for its own sake. You know, as bringing up that song, it's better to burn out than to fade away. Did you ever hear that one? Okay. Life is no brief candle for me. It is a sort of splendid torch which I have got hold of for the moment, and I want to make it burn as brightly as possible before handing it on to the future generations. George Bernard Shaw is the one that said that. It says, reflect upon the hero's journey and recognize that you are more yourself now than you've ever been, and there's more where that came from. After all, the end of one journey is the beginning of the next. But before you can embark on the next adventure, take a moment to acknowledge yourself for participating in this quest and for keeping your external flame of purpose burning bright. At this point, you don't have to wait for others to light your fire because the permission you need has already been granted. Know that true joy comes from being a splendid torch that lights the way for others. So, of course, the other song that's coming up here is Baby Light My Fire, right? So, better to burn out than to fade away. And Baby Light My Fire. I will list these below with links to videos if I possibly can. But they're talking about, and see, I'm getting a Leo, I'm getting a fire sign, I'm getting the July time frame, and you are more yourself now than you have ever been, she's saying. So you're going to start feeling this, in fact, in June. You're going to be, you know, it's kind of like very passionate, very fiery, very energetic, being more of who you've ever been. You're more yourself now than you've ever been. So not only reconnecting with parts of yourself and feeling more like your old self, but even better, which I love. So you're going to be starting this in the month of June, but I feel it's going to crescendo and build into the month of July as well, and into Leo. The dream symbol is fire. Dreams of fire reflect that you are hot stuff. Your self-expression has been ignited and running full throttle. You may be amidst major transformation, moving from one stage of your life to the next, like the caterpillar becoming the butterfly. Perhaps you are unrecognizable to your former self. Unleash your power mindfully and realize that with heat, power comes responsibility and maturity. Burning away limiting beliefs and self-concepts that no longer serve your highest expression is an alchemical initiation. The mantra is, I know how to light myself on fire and burn brightly in a celebration of life. So this isn't about being reckless, right? If you could read between the lines here, this was about unleash your power mindfully and realize that the heat and power comes responsibility and maturity. So you are now, like if this energy would have come upon you, or if had it come upon you in the past, and maybe it had, you may have been a little bit reckless with it. You may have misdirected it and it became harmful. So now this is a fire and energy, a power within you that is harnessed, and you can direct it, you know, with purpose and responsibility and maturity. And this is going to help you burn away limiting beliefs and self-concepts that aren't serving you in your highest expression. And this is an alchemical initiation. So this is all happening for us. And I love this message for our June. And I'm going to be using this deck, and I cannot pronounce it, so I'm going to hold up the box to give credit where beautiful credit is due. I cannot say it. There's not even any point in me saying it, but there you go. I cannot even... But I love it. I love this stuff. So we have number 52, which is 7. 5 is change. 2 is partnership. And 7 is spiritual. So, it's, you know, changing how you see yourself in connection to your spiritual path or your spirituality as well as coming up there. I don't like to relate everything to relationship. There's so much more going on in life, right? Then, I mean, not to say that they're not important, relationships and what have you. We have the Empress, which I love, which is the divine feminine. This is that mothering energy and helping us become who we are. We are the Empress. And so it's coming out here as a reminder from Goddess Yemaya that she is helping form and create us into who we're meant to be. And that's what she does. When you connect with her energy, she's very much, you know, helping us be that Empress within our own lives, so we can take charge in a very responsible manner, and this energy can't kind of run loosely and harmfully from within us, right? So there is a maturity of energies. Interesting, we have the 3 of Cups, 8 of Wands, and that again is the energy of fire, passion, movement, and the number 3. Things coming together for us. And this could be also collaboration, communicating with other people that we connect with and we understand even through our differences. You can see in the picture here. So I just want to kind of scoop them up, see what comes up, focusing on June 2019, Goddess Yemaya. Okay, let's see what comes. So let's dive into the messages. So what the energy surrounding your month is going to overrule your month, and you can see a bit of that, beautiful message from the beginning. And it is the 2 of Swords. I'm hearing the word absorption. So 2 of Swords is a card where I'm hearing absorption, absorbing energies, and I'm getting a change my mind type of thing here. Because you may have been about 2 minds of something, or you may have felt like you couldn't change your mind about something. But I feel like this is talking about changing our minds. This is the message I'm getting. There's also taking a moment of pause to absorb what is happening. And within that absorption of what is happening energetically for you or what's going on in your world, there's going to be a changing of my mind. And there's going to be a no changing it back. There's going to be a no, I'm not changing my mind back. Like there's going to be a no ability to persuade me otherwise. Okay, I feel very determined changing of my mind, changing of my energy, changing maybe of my course or my path, but a definite change of my mind as I absorb what is going on around me. And maybe an inner realization of my own power and what is going on, because I'm kind of connecting these together and I'm really feeling very empowered with this, not in a spiteful or stubborn way, but in a way that is for yourself, which when you're empowering yourself and you're really working within your own power and your own boundaries, everyone benefits. Because when you're not being yourself and you're being persuaded or pulled in other directions by other people, you're not serving anyone, So this is the energy, and you're really coming into that realization for yourself. And so there is a certain inner empowerment within the feeling of this card. So the next one is something she'd like to see you create more of or spend more energy on in this month, and it is the Page of Cups. So you can see this card is talking about, she's holding a key and a bow and arrow. So success is my weapon, is what I'm hearing. Success is my weapon. My inner success, I hold the key to what it is that I want to accomplish, and that is my weapon. So it's, again, not a card of harmfulness. This is harness, this is focus, bow and arrow. You very much are aiming at a certain target, and you're holding that key. So there's, again, an inner realization. The pages are new energy, and you're feeling it. Page of Cups, this is emotions. So you're really feeling something new within yourself in regards to that. And it's like, hey, I have the key. That is my weapon of choice, and it's very focused. So you're very focused on your own success, and then again, and really feeling empowered. There is a real sense of true empowerment and success here coming within you. Energies, so she wants you to create more of that. Go with that feeling, go in with that feeling. Because there's no changing your mind here. There's just really no changing your mind. And you may be feeling and seeing yourself in a new way. You're feeling very youthful too, she's saying. And it's kind of like giddy. Almost feels giddy. Again, it's not silly. It's not reckless. It's not irresponsible. It is very opposite, but very new. It may be very new to you. And you're like, you know what? I just feel amazing. I get this overwhelming sense of feeling amazing, feeling refreshed, feeling renewed. Feeling very empowered in which direction I'm taking, and a realization that, hey, I finally have the key. I have the key now, and I'm going forward with this. I have the tools, and I'm moving forward, and really feeling it. So really, again, absorb it. You're absorbing this whole new sense of energy around you and within you. Energy surrounding your love life for the month of June. Queen of Swords. Am I surprised? I'm not. I almost have to giggle, because it was like in the beginning when I was shuffling, it was like, not like relationships aren't important. They certainly are. But there is a newness about this and its feeling. And you can see she has her hand up like she's going to share some information. But the truth of the sword of truth, I almost wanted to say it backward. The truth of sword. I don't know why I wanted to say it that way. The sword of truth is here. You know, she's speaking through the sword of truth. So it's, again, not harsh. It doesn't mean it's mean. It just means that you, within your love life, you are communicating your truth. And take it as you will, as how it is received. But that, it doesn't mean it doesn't matter to you, but it's just again, a sense of inner empowerment. So there is a lot, and it's not, again, it's not a harshness, it's not an abusive energy that I feel with this. It's just very matter of fact. You're very much I feel more focused on what's going on here for you and what you're creating within a renewed sense of yourself, and a renewed sense of your direction and your success and your purpose. And I feel for relationships and love life, you're just telling it like it is, and you're allowing it to land however it does, is the feeling I'm getting with that. Energy surrounding your finances for the month of June, and I was not surprised to see that strength. You are, you know, again, it's this energy here, even though this is a 7 and this is an 8, there is a building of energies, and there is a lot of strength and power, you know, accumulating for you financially. And you're overcoming fears. It's not just that, you're overcoming fears. And if you're a female, you're overcoming fears of masculine, being equal to, like, equal pay in a man's world. So you may be in a corporate world and worried you're not going to be able to, I don't want to say compete, but hold up to the men in your field of work. But you are going to overcome those fears, and they are going to fall away. You're going to be able to master that. If you're having fears and you're in that type of line of work where you are really worried about male and female equality and within whatever it is you're doing for your career. So there is mastering of those fears, but outside of that, in general, you are overcoming any fears of allowing abundance into your life, of being successful, of feeling like I'm that success. And again, that may be new to a lot of that are watching. You may not have seen yourself in that role, or you may have not been able to get in that feeling space of deservingness, but it's like all there now, okay? And it's very, very much in that feeling space, and it's gaining that strength, and you're gaining that power, empowerment again. So a lot of good energies coming for finances, a lot of overcoming fears and releasing blockages, which allows you to build. 5, something she wants to help you cleanse for the month of June, and it is the moon. So let me see what she says. I get a sense of sadness. You can see this person. I'm just focusing on the visual. And I'm getting cycles of this. I'm getting, you know, of course, with the moon and the moon over. So she wants to help you cleanse cycles of moodiness. And again, it's a feeling of being able to be pulled away, to be able to have other outside influences, you know, directing the flow of your life, which can make you, when I was saying that back in the beginning, when you're not following your true path, when you're not following this inner feeling from within yourself and who you truly are and what you're meant to be doing, and you're allowing outside energies, people, and decisions to sway you, it can cause cycles of moodiness, right? You're not truly who you are. You're not being, it's not serving other people for you to not be in your true and full power. And so she's helping you cleanse the grief that can come from not being that true person within yourself, right? And not being able to express that. Let's put it that way. Not being able to express that. Right back here with the Queen of Swords. And this was in your love life. This doesn't always have to be romantical. This is so you can love your life. You have to express your truth. You have to be who you are. And sometimes that can come across to other people as scary and kind of bitchy. But you know what? Take it as they will, right? It's now you. And it doesn't mean you're not doing that. You're just speaking your inner truth so you can fully love your life without cycles of feeling down, without cycles of feeling grief or depression. So she wants to help you release this type of energy. I see this as being sad. You can see this person weeping. She wants to help you release that. And she also saying grieve for the person that you were, because now when you're here, I almost feel giddy again, because you're gonna kind of look back and laugh almost till you cry when you see how far you've come and the person that you're letting behind, the person that you were that you're letting behind. And it's kind of bringing up, was that reading yesterday? My full moon. Okay, it was my full moon in Scorpio reading. The last card in that reading, you may want to go back and catch it, was the 3 of Swords. And I felt like I was separated. There was a separation, but separation is just what it is, you know, and you can judge it or it can be what it is from within yourself, but I felt like some were separating off from a person that they themselves were, or a part of themselves that was causing them pain, and that's when you're not truly being who you are. And so I feel like this total empowerment, this speaking the truth, communicating and expressing yourself now from that space, this is the queen. It's not a page. This is a queen. It's not a page. She has grown. She has strengthened. She is her own person. And we saw the Empress in the beginning of this reading as well. So this is grieving for that person that you were as well. So there is like two messages. She's wanting to help you cleanse any, it could be any seasonal affective disorder. It can be any cycles of depression or feeling down. You may get glimmers of being able to express yourself and work on whatever this is for you, and you're feeling good. And then at other times you've had to be pulled away by other people and their opinions, or they're not liking whatever that was or whatever you were saying, and it saddened you, right? It really saddened you, and when you weren't able to express that part of yourself. So she's helping you cleanse those two energies. Okay, very, very beautiful message. Something good coming by the new moon, June 3rd, I believe it is. And we have death. What do I say? I mean, this is definitely going along with what I just said here. The good thing, the new good thing that coming by that new moon is the death of the old you. The death of that old part of yourself. You're going to grieve it. It's going to be like a laugh till you cry. You're going to laugh and cry. The relief and the transition and the transformation of your old self to this new self. You are going to be able to look back and mark this time. There's going to be something very profound, is the word she's saying, about this change. Again, it was the caterpillar to the butterfly. It mentioned it in this card, right? So that is that transformative energy. And so it's the death to the old self. It's not a physical death. It is an energetic death of, this person that is no longer, changing their mind. You're not changing my mind. It's not being changed. It's like, out with that. This is the new me. This is who I am. This is what I'm doing. This is the direction. So the new good things coming is the death of the old self. And I just said it back here with that. So full moon message, something that will come to a good completion, I like to say, by the full moon in June 16th, what is coming. And we have, wow, Queen of Cups. So after you get through this, and you may have to be the Queen of Swords a bit, what's coming by June 16th is that softening, softening. And again, the page becomes the queen. This page has now grown. So there is a maturation. Just that quickly, once you unleash this part of yourself, there's going to be, again, rapid, there is a sense here of the fire. It's just going to ignite. It's the rapid growth of that passion within you. But again, it's not irresponsible. It's responsible, right? It's mature, and you can see it here. She's showing a visual of what we read here. If you missed that, I would urge you to go back and listen to it. I will try to snapshot that and put it on my social media as well if you want to come back and read it. I'll have it on my Facebook and my Instagram when I post the link to this reading. So you can actually read this message, because she's showing you here on these two cards of the maturation and the responsibility. And so there's going to be a rapid energy about it. But it's also a softening, it's a really honoring of your own feelings about all this, and compassionate. And it is a softening of this, because I feel like, this may come out a little strong. It may be perceived by others, I'm going with this one, as a little harsh, but you're speaking truth. It can't be stopped. You're not changing your mind now, So you're definitely stepping out, and there is going to be a lot of growth. And this is a lot of self-love and compassion for yourself. And it's like a feeling of, like, I've done it. This is the new me, So yeah, beautiful message. Love the energies for our June. Very empowering. So I will, like I said, try to snapshot this in the booklet and put it on my social media. I will put a link to everything below, and the songs that came up as well. I think it was, I'd rather burn out. I don't know. I can't remember what it was. I will go back and listen and find the links. And Baby, You Can Light My Fire, I think it was too. I don't know that those were so important, but those were what the messages or the songs that came up. But I will put everything below. Angel blessings to everyone. Oceans of love. Until July. Big hugs.